What's going on, guys? Hope everybody's having a great day. We playing some raid and we are going to be talking about another mythical champion today. That is Toshiro. I love this guy's design. This guy's absolutely crazy. I think the mythicals are getting better and better as they release them. Obviously, all of them aren't going to be OP, but this guy actually delivers. His design is crazy, base form and alternate form, both absolutely insane. I think they did an amazing job with his design. The kit probably even better. They did a great job with his kit. Let's talk about the kit briefly, then we'll go over the gear, the blessings, the masteries, all those sorts of things. So in the base form, A1 attacks one enemy, 50% chance of attacking another enemy if they are under a leech debuff. Also places perfect veil on this champion for one turn, and that scales from attack and HP. On the A2, attacks 4 times at random. Each hit increases this champion's attack and HP percentage by 5%, while in their base form stacks up to 100%. If a target is under a leech debuff, this champion's attack and HP are increased by 10% instead. Damage inflicted by this skill increases by 15% for each leech debuff on the team. So he's going to get huge boosts from using this A2. Leech is also giving him a huge boost. On the A3, attacks all enemies, places a 60% decreased defense, and a leech for 2 turns, places an extra hit on enemies that are under 2 or more debuffs. So if he lands those on the first hit, he's gonna, place a second hit, and if the debuffs are already up, he's gonna hit twice. I love it. Obviously, he transforms there, and then his passive fills his champion's turn meter by 5% every time they attack an enemy under leech. So, man, this dude's getting turn meter. He's getting damage increase. It's already crazy in the base form. Inflicts 25% more damage to enemies under leech. So you get 25 stacked with this A2 already has an extra 15 there, extra 40%, plus all that you'll be getting from increasing his stats. Kind of nuts. If we look at his alternate form, he also has a HP aura. If we look at the alternate form, the A1 is AoE, like most of the mythicals have a AoE A1, has a 50% chance of increasing the duration of all enemy debuffs by 1 turn. A2 AoE heals all allies except this champion by 10% of damage inflicted. The value of the heal increases by 5% for each leech debuff on the enemy team. The A3 attacks all enemies, places a decreased speed and leech for 2 turns, then grants an extra turn. And these skills all scale both from HP and attack. So a solid kit here with the alternate form as well. Bringing decreased speed, bringing leech, bringing, increased duration of all enemy debuffs. That's pretty huge, right? The passive doubles the amount of healing he receives when attacking enemies under leech. Also decrease the damage taken from enemies under leech by 50%. That's huge. He brings a ton of survivability. Right now we have him in a savage set. He's in savage right now with these stats: decent HP, decent attack, decent crit damage, very nice speed and accuracy. So he's going to be placing his debuffs. He's also going to be doing damage for you. These are the alternate form stacks here. Still solid HP, solid damage across the board. These are pretty solid stats. This is a solid build, I must say. Shout out to Fortune for letting me use his account for this. As far as the blessing, we have Crushing Rend on him. This is probably one of the better blessings for DPS champions if you're using them in Hydra, which is where we are going to be using him today. As far as the masteries are concerned, we're going down into Helm Smasher, ignore a bit of defense, and on the right side down the support tree so we can extend those debuffs and land those debuffs respectively. Now let's go into Hydra and let's just see. I'm not going to do a full run. I would love to do a full run, but I just don't have the time. But we're going to see just about how much his damage is scaling. So I'll try to take it to 100 mil. I want to see how fast they can get to 100 mil on, let's actually try brutal. Hard I feel like would be too easy. This is the team we're going to be running with here. This is the team that Fortune is already using. He's been testing out. I'm gonna go in and do what I can with it. I'll be 1000% honest with you guys. I don't know much about this guy here, and I am going to actually be using him in a video pretty soon, so I'm going to be looking at him a little bit more closely. Obviously, we have Archer in here, we have Garo, Mikage, and we got our boy Lazarius, who also amazing. So we got a pretty loaded team here. Let's go in and let's see what we can do here. All right, let's see what kind of damage we're going to get. So we get HP burns out. We got Mikage in here. Let's go ahead and use the ally attack first. Alrighty. So Toshiro pretty much doing more damage than anyone else there. Right now, let's get block buffs up. Even though we have HP burn, so we don't need the block buffs that much. Right now, let's see, whose turn is it? It is Gizmac's turn. I don't even know what I want to do. Let's take decreased speed from this guy. And now it is Garo's turn. I'm going to put Garo in the alternate form, and we're going to just pretty much compare damage of Garo and Toshiro. We know that Garo is a monster. Garo's a monster. That's some monster damage there. It is now Toshiro's turn. Let's go ahead and get the leech up so that we can start benefiting from having this leech up. And it comes, by the time it comes back around, we'll be solid. We got Archer up here. We've got decreased speed on 2. Let's get decreased speed on everyone else if we can. That'll help us out a ton. Mikage, reduce our debuff duration and get that cleanse for us. Let's fill our turn meters here with Lazarius. We could also, have Lazarius go in and do some damage for us, but right now we'll leave him in the base form, get a bit of support for him. So we can increase the duration of our HP burns here, or we can, buff up, take the extra turn. So let's do that. And then we can increase the duration of HP burn. Just keep those HP burns going. Use Garo's A1 there. Garo is nutty. Garo is super nutty. All right, now we have leech up. We don't have leech on everybody. It's going to be attacking at random anyways, but let's just see what kind of damage we're doing now and how that's going to look in a few minutes when we're able to use this skill again. And I'm going to slow it down just so I can see what kind of hits we're getting. So we get 280 there, some solid damage, and he should scale up very, very quickly. I'm going to slap it on auto. Oof, we got some buff stolen, but that's okay. Slap it on auto just for a moment, just to see how these guys are going to do on their own. What I don't want is I really don't want him to transform into his alternate form. I want Toshiro to keep using his base form. So I'm going to make sure he stays in his base form. Garo as well, I don't really want to transform back into the base form. So keep her there. All right. Wow. He just absolutely smacked this head. That was crazy. So he's doing some pretty good damage. Right now, obviously we're moving slow in this, but let's see, just based on turn count, 5 turn counts with a boss, we had 13 mil damages. It's not bad at all. I'm pretty pleased. A1 here, so now would be a good time to get decreased defense up, actually, if we could. And Garo's I should have took Garo out of the team, honestly. So yeah, about a mil. He's hitting for, what was that, 1.3 mil there with decreased defense, no weaken. That's actually pretty solid. Actually very, very solid damage from Toshiro. Okay, his A1 hitting for 656k. That's actually nuts. Whose turn is it? Attacks all enemies. We'll save that. We could put the hex up right now. Yeah, actually, let's put the hex up right now, just to make sure that we're getting that good splash damage. Garo, oh my god, we might have to do a separate video for Garo. We can go ahead and use ally attack. Boom. A1 hitting for 1.2 mil is nuts, man. This is just nuts. Pretty sure we could take this team up to Nightmare and do some comfortable numbers. So as you can see, the boss turn count has only gone up once. We've obviously taken some more turns, so that contributes to the total turn count. But from boss turn count 5 to 6, we've gone from what, 13 mil to 37 mil. Obviously we have decapitated heads now, so that's you know, contributing a lot to it. And I'm just waiting on Toshiro. Yeah, Toshiro's A1 is hitting for 1.3 mil. This guy's pretty nuts. He's pretty nuts. Okay, we got an opportunity to get the leech up here and decrease defense on everybody. We got 2 turns left on 2 of these decapitated heads. One, we may be able to still get some more damage out, but one of them is about to come back. So I'm actually going to use this skill now, and he should come back around pretty quickly. He's getting that turn meter boost from attacking his passive. Okay, so we're going with Garrow. Obviously, Garrow is. Let's not let Garrow steal the show here. We can save this. We don't really need this. All right, back around here. Take that extra turn. Get some turn meter boost. And then back to Toshiro. Come on, Toshiro. All right, so that guy ended up going before him, but it's okay. And hopefully he hits one of these decapitated heads. I just want to see like how much we've scaled and if this A2 is just going to start clapping for us. Boom. So we got a hit there. 1 mil on each hit that hit this head. So we got 2 mil damage off of that. That's really solid, man. This guy is, whew, he's up there. He's going to be up there. If I had to rank mythicals, he's easily creeping into my top 5, like very, very easily. All right, let's see. Toshiro is blue magic. Yeah, let's just keep attacking this head here. Yeah, Toshiro A1. I think I've seen enough. And you all know I'm manualing this very slowly. We are 20 mil damage away from 100 mil. I said I was gonna take it to 100 mil, not really take it any further, because I just don't have a ton of time right now. But my God, the way that this damage is scaling right now, bro, the sky is the limit. I might have to do a second video on this dude so I could get a full run in. Yeah, he's hitting for no less than 1 mil on his A1 every time. This is nuts. Another 1.4. That's 3 mil. He just gave us 3 mil damage within 2 turns really quickly because of Mikage's passive as well. That, you know, whenever she uses her A1, we're gonna get an A1 from a faction ally as well, and his own A1 himself taking a turn. I'm interested to see how the damage is going to be comparable to Garrow. We got Garrow taking a ton of extra turns in here in between because of Garrow's own passive as well. So, but Toshiro, man. Toshiro. All right, let's go ahead and use his A3 there. We get Leech up, and he should be coming back around very quickly. Turn meter almost full because I want to see. Well, we're not. These 2 heads, they have the mark of the Hydra up right now, so you know, not gonna get a ton of damage out of them. But let's get Hex up across the board, get that provoke back as well. And okay, that head is finally gone. Toshiro is gonna take a turn in a moment. Let's go ahead and use that ally attack. Oh, we're at 100 mil. Okay, I'm gonna stop it after Toshiro's next turn. Should be going here very shortly. And now let's use this A2 again. I'm gonna target the decapitated head. I know it's random, but that's what we're gonna do. So we get a mil there. I didn't see what happened on this side, but 1 mil per hit on decapitated heads is pretty nutty. All right, let's look at what the synopsis is, and let's see how his damage just was comparable to Garrow. Garrow got a lot of extra turns in, and he actually did slightly more damage than Garrow, which I'm not even surprised, man. Some of the numbers I just saw were pretty crazy, and this is a great build, mind you, but this isn't even the best build that we could probably get on this account. This is just like I'll be honest, this is a modest build for this account. Geralt doing 36 mil, Toshiro doing 40 mil. Obviously, I was talking, we were moving slow. It's 9 minutes in. I'm pretty sure this team full auto should be able to hit 100 mil within like 2 to 3 minutes very, very quickly. So solid damage, man. In a full run, this guy is going to go absolutely nuts. And we're going to free regroup. Let's make sure we don't save fortune's key. I'm going to have to circle back around when I got a moment, and I definitely need to do like a full out run with this guy, because the way like these multipliers just seem nutty, right? They're up there S tier level with some of the other raw DPS champions that you would bring in to do damage. This guy, in my eyes, S tier, man. I'm gonna do another video on this guy for sure. That's gonna be all for this one though. Let me know your thoughts on the champion. If you have the champion, if you would like the champion, let me know down below. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video. Until next time, be good and be well.